My fellow Americans, I'm speaking to you tonight from behind the resolute desk in the Oval Office, but I love my country more. It's been the honor of my life to serve as your president.
On a historic evening, President Joe Biden addressed the nation from the Oval Office, announcing his decision to step aside from the 2024 presidential race. This decision, he emphasized, was rooted in a deep commitment to defending democracy and passing the torch to a new generation. Biden's opening remarks. President Biden began his speech by reflecting on the honor of serving as president and his profound love for the country. He emphasized the importance of uniting the Democratic Party and the nation, even at the cost of his personal ambitions. I revere this office, but I love my country more, Biden declared. He spoke of the need to prioritize the defense of democracy over any title or position, expressing that the joy and strength he found in serving the American people surpassed any desire for a second term. His decision, he stated, was a sacrifice for the greater good of the nation. Defending democracy. President Biden emphasized the urgency of defending democracy, a central theme in his decision to step aside. He warned that democracy itself is at stake, stating, "In defense of democracy, which is more important than any title, I draw strength and joy in working for the American people." By stepping down, Biden aims to unite the party and the nation, ensuring that democratic principles prevail over personal ambition. His decision highlights the belief that safeguarding democracy is a higher calling, more significant than any individual's quest for power. Contrast with Trump. Without mentioning Donald Trump by name, President Biden highlighted the stark contrast between his selfless decision and Trump's relentless ambition. Biden emphasized that unlike Trump, who falsely claimed victory in the 2020 election, he prioritizes the nation's democratic principles over personal gain. The great thing about America is, here, kings and dictators do not rule. The people do. History is in your hands. The idea of America lies in your hands. This subtle but clear message underscored Biden's commitment to democratic values and the peaceful transfer of power. Supporting Kamala Harris. President Biden threw his political weight behind Vice President Kamala Harris. She's experienced, she's tough, she's capable, she's been an incredible partner to me and a leader for our country. Now the choice is up to you, the American people. Biden's legacy and future goals. In his 11-minute speech, Biden reflected on his first-term accomplishments and outlined goals for his remaining time in office, including Supreme Court reform, ending the war in Gaza, upholding alliances, and his cancer-ending moonshot. Harris on the campaign trail. Vice President Harris has quickly secured enough delegates to win the Democratic nomination. She hit the campaign trail in Wisconsin, drawing contrasts with Trump and continuing Biden's vision. Public reaction and polls. A CNN poll released Wednesday shows no clear leader between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, highlighting a tighter race compared to earlier Biden-Trump matchups. The poll indicates widespread support for Biden's decision to step aside, with many appreciating his sacrifice for the greater good. However, Democratic and Democratic-leaning voters are split on whether the next nominee should continue Biden's policies or pursue a new direction, with younger voters and voters of color favoring change. This decision marks a pivotal moment in American politics as the nation looks ahead to the 2024 election. Biden's reflection on his journey. Biden took a moment to reflect on his uniquely American life story. "It has been the privilege of my life to serve this nation for over 50 years. Nowhere else could a kid with a stutter from modest beginnings one day sit behind the resolute desk in the Oval Office as President of the United States." After his speech, Biden walked out to the Rose Garden to address hundreds of White House staffers, sharing ice cream and reflecting on his journey. "Here I am. That's what's so special about America.